Get in here. We're summoning Savvy. We're summoning Savvy. Let's go. We're summoning Savvy. Schizo board Savvy. Why the fuck did you respond to me in a message, Savvy? She literally said, why? You're about to join the show. Why would you respond in a text? It's unbelievable. She's insane. All right, Savvy's here. We're going to introduce her the only way that's proper. Every time we introduce a white person into the show, there's only one clip that we're going to play. So let's bring Savvy onto the show.
Thousands of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit up on that ass right now. Big niggas. Thick niggas. Curvaceous niggas. Affectionate niggas.
Come on, nigga. You want that true nigga shit? Let's call the line off top.
Savvy.
Oh my goodness. Hello.
What's up? What is happening?
Dude, today, what the fuck was today?
I don't know what today was. I've only had about 2 hours to process all of this. I'm trying my best here, Savvy. Help me.
I can't. Like, look, I don't know. It's only 4 of them, really. It's only 4 of them that decided to come out and say some strange things. You know, I don't really look at followers or, you know, just the accounts going, yes, queen. Like, that's fine, whatever. But it was only like 4 major names. But like, I had the strangest back and forth with 2 people. And like, nothing they said made sense. Nothing.
Who was the people?
Oh my gosh. One of them I did retweet. The other one just jumped into it. It's I guess his username on Twitter. This is the name part. Rosary Warrior John F. Trent, who I've interacted with before. He's nice.
I love John F. Trent, man, but he's such a hardcore, like, that's why he names himself Rosary Warrior. It's great.
Yeah, no, and I'm totally cool with that. Like, have, you know, your religious beliefs and all of that. I think that that's wonderful and beautiful. But he's calling for censorship. And then in that same thread, when I got further down, when I thought that the conversation was over, somebody else who's close with him jumped in on it. And I guess he figured out today that, my God, she is actually consistent in everything that she's ever said. Because he said, oh, I thought that the plan was to stop the degeneracy. And I'm like, what?
It's crazy.
When did I ever say that?
Okay, so I thought that eventually, you know, when we say third faction, I've been saying this for the longest time. Like, I've always viewed, you know, the religious side of things on the what you would call right wing. Mm-hmm. I've always viewed them as their own separate extreme because they tend to, at least from a political standpoint, they tend to get extreme. Not that the normal person who is religious is extreme. It's just from the political side of things. I've seen that once you start going into that camp, it tends to get very similar, like the leftist camp. In you know, we call it the censorious right, because that's really what it is. So to see that kind of play out, but for this to all happen because of, like, what is the game called? First Ascendant?
Yeah, because of an optional skin with an emote and somebody zooming in on it. They decided that today was the day they were going to go mask off and admit that they can't differentiate between reality and fiction, and that they have a problem with a woman's ass as they stand there in their GTA beating an innocent civilian with a baseball bat, trying to get some extra money so they can go, you know, get rid of their stolen car shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
like, spare me this absolutely asinine take. And every single person who I've talked to about this who is trying to defend, like, oh, but that point is sincere. We shouldn't go down the route of degeneracy. Well, degeneracy isn't just about polygon butt. It's degeneracy would be a deviation from the norm and what's considered okay in society. So remind me again when it became okay to mug people with baseball bats in society, or should we also get rid of the gore, the violence, the murder, the genocide? You know, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, it's one of those things. And you know what's funny? The conversation always usually does start with women, right? Like they'll usually say, you know, we need more dignity. Got to make women, you know, modest or whatever. And That's kind of usually where it starts, and if it goes past that, then it'll get to other aspects. Really quick, we got to just introduce another creator who decided to join us. I'm all for ESG, and he is one of the top current Black creators on YouTube right now. So I wanted to bring him out and have him join us because it's a very important conversation.
And it goes to show just how in the heads people are with these.
It never gets
That
old.
will never not be funny. Holy shit.
Shout out to SmashJT. Welcome. Why'd you fuck everything up, man?
Dude, you know what's funny? I got a stream.
Why'd you do it?
Self shout out. I have a stream starting in a half an hour, and someone just commented.
Nobody cares.
This is, I know, but hear me out. Someone just commented on it, and they said, this stupid drama didn't need to start in the first place. JT milked the last cow so hard it caught fire. He needs a new one. What the fuck did I do? I'm literally just replying to someone on Twitter.
Yes, chat, blame SmashJT. Yes. He must be stopped. SmashJT must be stopped. I've been saying that forever. And finally, little did I know, it was just going to be the Rosary Warriors that were going to take you out. This is great. I'm excited, man. Smash, why'd you fucking do this, man? Smash, you know, I was trying to do like real world things. I was trying to be productive. You know, I got a new vacuum cleaner, all kinds of things, you know, adult stuff. Yeah, like I got a crazy Dyson vacuum.
You are the adult in the room. Got it.
I am the adult. I was trying to do adulting shit. I'm setting up my new vacuum cleaner. Next thing I know, my notifications are fucking blowing up. I got 8 messages from fucking people, and it's just it's crazy, man. Like, what are we doing?
Back to Atreus last night, man. This is all Atreus. It goes on him. He even apologized to me on Twitter. He's like, "I'm sorry, I did this."
Isn't he doing a stream later too? Yeah. Or right now, actually?
He is, yeah.
Yeah, I can only imagine what he's saying. Bro, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. So in all seriousness, I mean, what do you speak for yourself about the whole Dread Roberts thing? I've clearly said my piece. I got about an 80-20 ratio, I think, going on in the chat right now. I'll take it. It's fine.
And I think Savvy would agree with me. I'm just perplexed because I'm like, I enjoy his content. I think he's a good creator. And I was just like, it wasn't even like checking at him. It was just like, hey, you think that? I think this. Like, whatever. I do this every day, 20 times a day on Twitter. It's like that reaction I got from that, like, floored me. Like you were saying, I was like, what? I'm glad I wasn't going crazy. Like, it wasn't just me. I'm like, wait.
I think the response when that tweet happened, you had sent it in a message, and it was like, what? We just said, like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. WTF? Yeah. I was so dumbfounded.
I'm like, that punishment doesn't match the crime of me replying to you, like bringing my wife into it, talking about how he regrets defending me against the list of her content. I'm like, wait, what? Where'd this all come from?
Well, it's arrogance because he thinks that he has a moral superiority based off of his beliefs. And so the minute that you call that into
Savvy,
question,
it's not about religion. The chat said so.
Oh, well, what do I know?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. Let you cook.
No, I know what you mean. But to your point, that is something that they do argue sometimes, actually. But no, he thinks that he's in the right based off of his personal beliefs, and he's literally incapable of acknowledging that what he wants to do is censorship. Because the next logical question is, okay, what's your solution to that? You said adults. You want the adults in the room. Does that mean that they wouldn't make such a thing?
Because they would decide what. No, it's not censorship according to him. It's just deciding what's right and what's wrong, and then allowing things and not allowing things.
Damn, where did we hear that before? That sounds really familiar. Hold on, the whole like it's not censorship, it's just knowing what's right and what's wrong. And yeah, I feel like we've heard this before. I don't know.
He responded to me too, because I ended up quote retweeting it, and then he completely ignored what I said, and I'm just like, bruh. You didn't even acknowledge anything. And then he scampered off. He scampered away out of fear because he knows he'd lose the conversation.
Yeah, he stopped replying to everybody. I wrote one that was, what did I say? Where is it?
I put it in the private chat if you want to show it, just to see how loony he gets.
Oh yeah, let me check real quick. Let's see right here.
Okay, I got it too. For the
Make it a little bigger. You can read it if you want.
So he basically says, my post was about big accounts constantly posting and promoting half-naked women with huge butts and boobs, her ass isn't that big, in people's faces every single day, as if gamers in general want that.
I'm so sick of this, like, people dancing around Grums' name. Like, they never want to say it, even though they clearly are talking. Just say his fucking name, bro. Like, you guys are clearly talking about Grums.
Yeah, and then obviously
he's supposedly on our side, if you want to call it that, but he has Grum's derangement syndrome.
Well, it's even a step further. That's like saying that people just aren't allowed to post memes, because the place that it came from, Pirate Nation, he posts about things all the time. And that was one of the statements that I made back to him, just tackling that first point is, okay, why are you concerned with big accounts? Big accounts tweet about every little thing. I don't see you complaining that Grums basically praised Indiana Jones. You don't have an issue with that. He hasn't posted boobs and ass in a while.
He's destined for blue sky because he doesn't want to, like, this is what Twitter is. Like, that's all the time, everywhere. What
can I ask the question?
That?
Like, what is wrong with half-naked women and butts and boobs? Like, I don't.
What's wrong with it? I can't name enough things right with it. Like,
the issue is that this becomes, we know what it's about, right? It's about moral grandstanding. It's about the religious point of view. I get it. I totally get it. But don't dance around as if it's not that, right? Don't make it to be like, oh, we need to be better or whatever. Like, no, bro, you have this belief, and that's okay. But what is wrong with the female form? Like, what is wrong with it? Like, you realize that you're born naked, right? Like, what is wrong with it?
Well, the other frustrating thing to this is he goes, it wasn't even specific to the first descendant, but that was his example. But he fails to recognize that 99% of games have nothing to do, like, they are fully clothed. Like, there is barely any fan service. There's some, but there's, not a crazy amount, because not everybody wants to make that kind of thing, which is totally fine. But the ones who do should be allowed to do so.
Let me interrupt real quick and just ask, like, is it only attractive women that are a problem? Like, because if it's like
seems like it,
a heavier set girl doing it, they'd be like, girl power, like, that's empowering.
He specified huge butts and boobs.
Further, actually, so I'm still doing research on a mobile game targeted towards women, but it objectifies the crap out of men. I don't see him commenting about literally the most profitable gotcha game right now, targeting men, sexualizing men. You literally have these role play dating elements where it's a first-person camera view. The dude's naked, and he's like, oh man, I'm so glad that you came over today. I was really thinking about you. And like all this fucking like, it is literally a female's fantasy of the perfect guy. I don't see him complaining about that.
So what you're saying is, by research, you really mean like research, right?
Yeah.
Like,
listen, I am deep in I am about $150 deep into this research.
That's a lot of research.
It's been 54 days exactly. I've got my
Stop
login
being
bonus
so
to
degenerate. Okay, you're gooning. Stop it. You gooner.
No,
nobody had a problem with Conan the Barbarian with the dick physics and creating the dick as big as you wanted. No one cared. People thought it was funny. It's like, it's a video game. Who cares?
Yes.
But now with females that are hot dancing and scantily clad, this is a
it's
moment.
Not even scantily clad, bro. It's the
no. You're right. Sorry,
I've ever seen in my life.
You're right. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Sorry, it's not even. But just roll with me on it. They are using this as a moment of, like, a teaching moment to people. I'm like, who are you? What do you tell? Get out of here. Don't teach me what to
what's ironic too about all this is that this same argument that he's talking about, huge butts, boobs, whatever, half naked women, this same argument the wokies used against Stellar Blade, and they were like, oh look, this is a game that's promoting for the male gaze, and all they're showing is big boobs and butts and half naked and all that stuff. And it's like, you realize that you can play the entire game with the initial outfit, which is fully covered up, like no boobs showing, no ass showing. For you to see anything, you have to create the new outfits and then equip them, and that's a choice that you make in the game. So
it sounds like a game that he probably should be avoiding playing in the first place, based off of how angry he got. It's one of those, go play a cozy game on your Switch, bro. Like,
he shouldn't be allowed down to Brazil, the land of fabric writing up women's asses. I mean,
at this point, go ahead, Savvy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What do you think about Cammy? Street Fighter 2.
Beautiful.
What do you think about? Well, no,
this has been happening for ages. This is why it is frustrating. The outfit that caused this whole meltdown is so fucking tame. It's like, and this is why I asked the question, and I don't know if I'll ever get the answer. I'm sure maybe he'll make a video, or I don't know, Twitter or something. My question is, what makes it degenerate? What was it about that clip that made Robert say, or everybody else say, nope, this is it, can't take it anymore, too much ass, too much shit? What was it about that
You
clip?
know what it was? I think, Hypno, you hit it earlier when we were chatting. I think it's they realized that we have won. By all accounts, it's over, and now this is the moment to seize.
That's what I've always been saying.
Right, but this is it. Like that's the only thing that makes sense here.
It's my
because it's so out of the blue otherwise.
Yeah,
it's
like
my firm belief.
Yeah,
it's my firm belief that there was always a third side to this entire conversation. It's just, you know, that particular side agreed with most of what we would say, so they chose to stick with this side. Enemy of my enemies, you know, my friend, kind of a thing. And now that there's so many wins and Gamergate, and things are starting to slowly change for some studios, not all. We still got a lot to do. I genuinely believe it. Now it's like, all right, now's the time. Now's the time.
Which is a dynamic shift in what was happening right now, and it almost kind of feels like an avowed moment for our side right now, where it's like, we're not at the finish. What are we doing? What's going on here?
Because
we have to keep in mind it's a small selection of them. This stemmed literally today. All of today happened from 4 people, and that's it.
Yeah,
true.
But my thing is, you know, these Twitter posts that are very, very much moral grandstanding, I really can't understand how it wouldn't be viewed as such. I view it as moral grandstanding. These posts are coming from the same person who had no problem aligning themselves with those same degenerate people, but now apparently it's too much because of reasons. It's like,
well, so this guy follows me, and so I have been very careful in my
I don't think he
presentation.
follows me.
He doesn't follow me.
Oh, he follows me, and I follow him.
He doesn't follow me. What the hell?
Well, he unfollowed you probably.
He followed you. That's why, because you're a dick and you made fun of his family.
Yeah.
Clearly.
How dare you?
That was him. He did that to me.
Yeah, I know. I don't care. Grifters don't care about the truth. Anyway,
to the point though, so he's followed me for God knows how long, and I presented myself as I got bigger in a very particular way because I didn't want shit like this to fucking happen. I have never been quiet about what I'm interested in, and I've been very specific that I want creative freedom for all, including the fiction that I don't like. I just want people to stop telling other people how to fiction. That's it. I post that in all my big posts and everything. On top of that, I routinely post about yaoi, which is gay shit. So why all of a sudden now is he grandstanding about this when everything that I do, everything that I'm into, technically is against his moral values? Why did the butt set him off so bad that he scorched earth everything?
Well, that's what I've been trying to understand this entire stream.
I don't get it.
I've been telling people, like, I have no issues with this guy. Zero issues with this guy, because I just don't care enough to have issues with this guy. But my thing is, I don't understand where it's coming from, and I'm trying to understand. I really am, but I just don't. Like I don't see where it's anything other than, okay, now it's no longer you. Like, you know how the useful idiot thing, like we were the useful idiots. Now it's time to get rid of them. Kind of.
Yeah. Pull up the private chat tweet that I just sent you to. That one.
Yeah. Hold on.
This one's the one I responded back to him with, and
oh no.
And he didn't respond to this. Savvy did. Thank you, Savvy, for getting my back here.
Oh yeah, that was the thread where shit got really weird with Trent and then the other guy.
I didn't see this one. Wait, I didn't see this one.
You didn't see this? Curious about these squiggly lines of morality you keep drawing here. How do you feel about horror games and chainsaws and gore, or first-person shooters with piles of bodies being stacked up? Apparently those are cool with your adult beliefs, but hot girls, get them out. I'm desperately trying to keep up with the lack of logic and moral grandstanding, but you're losing me. No response by him. I'm like, just tell me, like, why are those different? Why are those different?
Damn, that's rough. You didn't have to. Now I see why he's so. Why did you?
But this was in response. He pulled this out of me. This is after he came out.
Hey. That's gay. That's a little gay. He pulled what out of you? That's a little gay. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know that.
How long was the thing he pulled out of you?
It was pretty long.
Now you're getting mad. I'm into, like, God, this is fucking gay. Unbelievable. Where's 8-Bit Eric? Hold on. Where's 8-Bit Eric? Unbelievable.
3D pig, 2D pure. Gross.
So he says, wait, drawing a line with posting constant nudity. Where did nudity come into play?
Click on that. This is interesting thread that keep going right there. Here you go.
Tell me where he said censorship. I'll be waiting. You completely misunderstood his post where he mentions drawing a line. Drawing a line with posting constant that wasn't nudity.
No, it wasn't. And what
nudity are we seeing? I don't want to.
Constant. Where'd that word come from?
And to be honest with you, if you are seeing constant nudity on your timeline, that says a lot about your interest,
right?
And your algorithm.
Like
I don't even see constant
calling
nudity.
yourself out. What do you call that? Exposing yourself.
Right. It's kind of like when Alyssa Mercante says she don't watch when her For You page is all you and me.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. It's like,
yeah,
bro, you're fighting off some inner demons and skeletons in your closet right now, and you're letting the world know about it.
Bro, just jerk it, bro. It's easy. Just really quick. Just get it out. Let it out. It's fine. You don't have to make this post. It's crazy shit, bro. So let me go back. Hold on. So we got Savvy.
Yeah, so that's the thread that also has, like, if you scroll down a little bit, there should be somebody, Trent. No, go back to mine. So Trent posts this absolute retard take. Scroll. There we go. The relativism is fake and gay. And then he talks about real world rape, conflating reality and fiction, and all of this stemmed from butts. My response, he completely ignores.
This one right here, this example.
Yeah, and then he just keeps going down the rabbit hole of full retard. And then this one, I ended up having a quote tweet because I was like, "There's no way." Like, I like him. He's nice, right? We've had good talks, but that whole post right here that you're hovering over right now, this is asinine. This is insane. This is losing the plot completely.
You know, I love Jonathan Trent. I fucking read his articles all the time.
I do too.
The moment he starts going on the religious spiel in his articles, I just avoid it. But it doesn't mean what he's saying about other stuff is wrong. You know, I can understand, you know, two different aspects. But I mean, this is, you know, truthfully, what it is like, again, hardcore religious people that are in this space. It's always going to be like this. Censorship just kind of comes part with the territory, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, they're in the entire like idea of that kind of mindset is censorious in nature to an extent, where you know you can't do this, you can't do that, whatever, because you know XYZ person or God says so, whatever. So it's not too far fetched to think that okay, when they see certain things in their life, whether it's fiction or not, that they're not going to want to say what's allowed and what's not allowed. But the difference is that when it comes to fiction, none of it's real. You know what I mean? And people will consume whatever they want to consume. Once you start policing fiction, I mean, at that point, just be a fucking communist. You know what I mean? Like it's
yep.
It's kind of ridiculous.
The thing too, like all he's done is admit that he's incapable of self-control, and he needs every single person to have the exact same restrictions that he has to place on himself.
Because he feels like everyone else is the same as him.
And and like I don't get horny at every single butt I look at, and I look at a lot of butt.
Wait, speak for yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stop lying. We're just lying now. We're just lying. Oh, so you have what is that? What did he say?
What was that? Yeah, that 2-word hyphen.
Your arousal in check. There you go. That's what he said. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I gotta keep my arousals in check. I don't even know what that means. Like, can these people seriously? It's the same question that I ask to any Puritan. Can you people not walk outside? Can you not go to a beach? Can you not watch modern day movies? Can you not look at a commercial or go to a sports event? What do you do? You
know what was really interesting when I made my video on this and covered it in the article? I didn't know much about Dread Roberts at all. Like, I was just casually a fan of him, like watching his videos, like whatever. After that take came out and I responded to him and he responded back to me, and then seeing